Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Random Thoughts with Gorilla. Now, a few weeks back, I bet you all wondering why I put the title as Bird Was Right. Well, a few weeks back, there's a dear Bob for one of his bed lives there asking the opinion on a Twitter fight. Now, here's the thing. After thinking about that, I've actually started avoiding the trending section in Twitter. And hello, Kaylee's blog. Welcome there. Now, anyhow, considering talk about the Twitter fights there, I've been avoiding the trending tab. Like I check to see what's up, but I haven't really been clicking on them because I realized one thing: the last Twitter fight I got into, my phone pretty much died from it. I'm 99% positive that I was arguing with bots. Now, the reason I say this is because every single one said the exact same thing, literally word for word. They're all saying the exact same thing. Then there, I'm doing pretty good, Kaylee. There's a link up there if you want to hop on and hop up here. Um, but anyhow, every single one was saying the exact same thing. It gave me deja vu of the Borg episodes in Star Trek there, where they all got the hive mind, they all think alike. And I see that I've been seeing that quite a bit. Now, the thing with it though, why would they have? Oh, don't be scared. Scared. It's not your first time is always scary, but after that you get used to it. Just speak your mind. My only rule is don't say anything that'll get me a strike, and if you do, at least make it memorable so I'm laughing as I'm sitting out for a week. But anyhow, and the one thing I've also noticed in a lot of these posts there is they'll get they try to trigger you by putting out wrong information. And the problem is that most people can see through it that there is inaccurate information, but it's the people who do not do their research there. I'm trying to be polite on this. I don't want to be name calling and all that. But there's people who either don't have time, don't care, or they just believe everything that they say. But that's where you get your hive mind from. Now, and then it's like one of those. You ask them to explain what they mean by that. They'll never answer you. They'll just block you. And so I've come to the conclusion that Bird was right. It's not worth the effort to go through the hassle of arguing with people whose minds are already set in place, and that because either they're bots or they don't do the research or they don't care. Some people, everybody has their own agenda, no matter what it is. Everybody has it, you know. But then there's also these profiles. They're called sock puppet accounts, and that's one person controlling 50 accounts. Now, I wish I had that kind of time on my hands where I could control 50 damn Twitter accounts. But I've also noticed something else there that there's a pattern of. If someone will make some statement they'll they'll make the statement as if it's fact, then they'll go retweet this, or they'll ask, or they'll say it as a question, then retweet it as go retweet this if you agree. Now, if I see that now, red flags are going up all over the place. And hail there, pop culture. So I just been spending more time away from Twitter because of that. Because Bird was right. It's not worth the effort. It's not worth the time. It's not worth your phone blowing up every 5 seconds for just someone to say the exact same thing that you were saying before. There. And I should really pin the one thing there. So I just oops, wrong one. That's not what I wanted. Ugh. I always hate when I click on the wrong damn thing. So I found out getting off of Twitter, I've had Facebook there. I've actually had people hit me up go, "Did you get suspended again?" Nope, just haven't been on Facebook. Like I'm there occasionally. About the only good thing that Facebook's good for anymore is finding memes. I've been staying off Facebook. I've been staying off Twitter. Of course, YouTube's kind of hard to go away from, because that's all I listen to anymore. But I've been finding it. Okay. All right, how's it going, pop culture?
Pretty good here. How are you doing there, sir?
Doing good. I was just talking about how Bird was right.
Bird's always right.
Yeah,
Except
I was talking
except for
about.
he likes Quark. That's the only thing I disagree with him on.
Oh, I like Cork too.
I know. I'm just joking.
Yeah, but yeah, LDG. I was talking about Bird was right. It's not worth the effort to get into Twitter fights because I've been realizing I'm more likely arguing with bots.
Especially if they have the far left point of view, I guess I would say. Yeah, there's a lot of bots out there. Hopefully Musk is gonna crack down on that.
Yeah, he was. Now, but the thing I was noticing though, especially my last Twitter fight, was I point something out, then all of a sudden I'd get 50 responses, all saying the exact same thing, word for word. So,
Yeah, that's a good indicator that it's a bot.
yeah, it's all word. Either that is a sock puppet account, copy and paste, copy and paste.
I can't believe how many of those idiots on there are still obsessed with Trump. It's like, get a life, people.
Well, there's a ton of people that are obsessed with Biden too. I was like,
Well, he's president right now, so yeah, they're going to talk about him. He's the topic, but Trump is not the topic, and he hasn't been for 2 years.
yeah, yeah, but that's where they were making their money there.
Well, not
Oh,
anymore.
Bird,
Look
I
what
was
happened
kind
to
of going in
CNN.
circles there, but yep, you were right. So, so yeah, so I've been just avoiding that trending tab. I've kind of glanced at it, but it's otherwise I just have been avoiding it there. And Kapla, Bird, Kapla.
Are you talking about the trending tab that's like on the right hand side of the page?
Yeah, it says trending, and then it says the top 30 trending topics for the day or at the moment.
Oh, yeah, I never pay attention to that junk.
Yeah, it's like especially like Mondays, Thursdays, and Sundays. It's all football. There's always a lot of soccer in that, but every once in a while they'll get political stuff, and then it's like, oh, who's right and who's wrong on this? Who got what right and who got what wrong? But it's one of those. Just gotta avoid it.
I mostly use
Yeah,
Twitter as a messenger to communicate with you, like you guys, back and forth, stuff like that.
yeah, yeah. It's mostly what I use it for now. If I even bother going on, like for most people, they got a set streaming schedule and all that stuff. Or occasionally, I'll get a message and all that. But mostly what I'd use Twitter for there is updates on if someone changes their streaming schedule or something. But
Exactly right. That's the best thing is it's a little more. You get the messages a lot faster
uh,
than on through Facebook or those other ones.
well, Facebook's not too bad for messaging, but it's I still Twitter's easy too.
My
It'd
problem
be,
is I want notifications when my friends, my immediate friends like you or and I'd rid of jail post something. I want notifications, but I don't want notifications from all the other thousand ads and garbage that people post.
yeah. So
In fact, my rule today is people that post stuff like I'm eating lasagna today. When was the last time you ate lasagna? When I see that, I block that person. That's the
oh,
best
so
way.
you hate my shorts?
What's that?
So you hate my shorts?
No, it's people that ask redundant questions that nothing to do with like stuff like when you went to bed last night. What was the last thing you were thinking? Stuff like that. I block.
Oh, what do you think?
I want useful information. I don't want just somebody who's lonely at home. That's just obviously lonely and asking dumb questions. I don't do that.
Well, well, I just posted a picture of my stroganoff, and all I said was I hated I hated it as a kid, but I love it now. I just posted video of my stroganoff I had for supper.
I'll watch your shorts on YouTube. It's
Yeah.
the what I'm talking about are the dumb questions on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Like a good example is they'll show the face of an actor. When you see this actor, what movie do you think of when you see this actor? That kind of stuff I block.
Well, that kind of stuff not too bad. It's maybe people are looking for more movies or shows with that actor in it. Like they could probably Google it.
They could go Internet Movie Database if they want that. They just want it for they do that for clicks is all they do.
Yeah, but that could be also that get people's opinions of the movies also. Because say like perfect example would probably be like Tom Hanks. He was in a shit ton of movies, but or Adam Sandler. But like which ones would like when you say Adam Sandler, which movie do you think of first? If a ton of people say Billy Madison, hey, I'll go watch Billy Madison, or I'll go watch Happy Gilmore.
So you value Twitter people's opinions?
To an extent,
I don't.
it depends on who's posting it.
Posting it or replying to the question?
Posting it and replying to it.
Well, because well, both, I guess. But I think people who post it are just looking for clicks, and they're just trying to think of anything that'll get them clicks. And people that are replying probably have a lot of time on their hands, I'm guessing, because who'd want to waste their time replying to garbage like that?
I don't know that'd be a good one to get to get people's opinions for.
What
Like if
would?
they want to watch, like if people are trying to figure out different movies or different shows to watch, or people ask questions. Like there's a lot of time. There's sometimes where I got a pound hamburger. I don't want spaghetti. I don't want lasagna. Hey, what can I make with a pound of hamburger? And that people could throw out their ideas for that.
Yeah. So, how long do you wait until you finally decide what to do with it? Like days or what?
Ah, an hour. If no one replies within an hour, then nobody cares.
Yeah, but how do you know they don't just throw you a bum answer just to screw with you, and they're trolling you?
uh, yeah, it's just one of those you use your own judgment. Like if someone told me to make like say if I asked like what to use for hamburger, and they tell me to make uh I don't know. It's one of those just use that maybe that's a bad example. Let's say I go say I ask like what's a good documentary watching, and then someone gives me a documentary and it has a 6% approval audience approval rating on it. Then you can kind of figure out that's a bum answer, but if it has a high audience approval, then I go, maybe this will be worth checking out.
Well, a lot of times they'll refer to something that's really bad, and they're the only ones in the world that like it.
Yeah,
So I have to ask, did you ever finally get your Christmas tree put up?
yeah, it's up.
Well, then that needs to be one of your. That's all you doing the Hallmark ornaments or the Christmas ornaments or whatever. Get a
Oh
shot of that
yeah,
Christmas tree. That'll get you some clicks.
oh yeah, maybe I'll do that next. There, I still got to do my Captain Pike and his chair ornament.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I have to ask you. You're in Minnesota, right?
yeah,
Tell me about ice fishing. Have you ever done it?
yes, and looks like I won't be out going out this year.
Why is that?
Our lakes are the lakes have ice on it, and the ice is thick enough to walk on. But the problem we're having right now is the lakes are snow covered,
Oh, okay.
and the snow acts as an insulator. So
Oh, I
that so
didn't
that
think it. Go ahead.
so with that snow on top, it's acting as an insulator and weakening. We're getting you get the weak spots in the ice. Like they just had to go rescue 200 people off the big lake up north there because
Of a 10-foot crack. That's what made you bring it up, as I was hearing about that.
yeah, it had it made a big old circle there and it trapped everybody out on the ice there. It, that's what and you'll never see me drive a vehicle out on the ice.
Yeah, I've seen
Just
people do. I was wondering about that. You have to be really risky to do that, I guess. Ice must be fairly thick, right?
the rule is 10 inches for it's like 10 or 12 inches for cars and like 12 to 14 inches for trucks.
Now, how do you
But
know? You go out and dig a hole and measure it, or what?
well, you get ice reports from anglers and all that and generally in January you can kind of know the thickness of the ice by then. Though, but the reason I'll never drive my vehicle out on there it just takes one weak spot in the ice for your vehicle to go through, and I can't afford a new vehicle
No,
because as soon as
go
all
ahead.
four tires are out over the water, you have no insurance
Yeah, I'm not
unless you got
surprised.
it unless you got a damn nice insurance company. But most policies have most companies will have it in their policies that once all four tires are out on the lake, you do not have insurance because your car does that's not a designated road or driveway or parking spot.
Well, I can't say I blame them.
Yeah,
So,
so
so those people that have those shanties, do they pay like all year long to keep them out on the lake, or do they bring them in during the summer, or what do they do?
if it's a kind of like a permanent ice trailer, like a ice shack on a trailer, it has to be registered yearly. You get kind of like your license plates get updated. That
Right.
those have to get registered yearly. But like I got a portable ice shack where I just go out, unfold it, stick the stuff in the hole or start latch it down there, and then go inside. And then once I come back out of it, I fold it back up, put it in the trunk. I don't have to register that.
Oh, okay, cool. But is it insulated so you can keep it warm?
Well, I won't feel any no damn wind.
Yeah, but what I'm wondering is, can you put like a little portable heater in there and anything like that?
Yeah, that I wouldn't trust the fabric on it. You can do that with your like those no, those ones on the trailers and all that. Yeah, those guys have heaters and stuff in them. But like my portable one, I won't put a heater on it because it probably melt the fabric.
Well, those people that have theirs licensed, do they take them home during the summer, or do they leave them there at the lake? What do they do with them?
The guy take them home. I think the cutoff date is March 15th, all lice shacks have to be off the lake.
All right, gotcha. Or they'll get rid of them for you. I take it if you don't do it.
Oh, you'll get a hefty fine on it.
Did you see Grumpy Old Man?
I seen grumpier old men. And
Do you
hail,
know that was? Go ahead.
and hail, Oiler Greg.
Hey, Lola, Greg, good to see you. Hello, Birdoprey at LDG. Was Grumpy Old Man filmed in Minnesota?
I can Google it real quick.
Yeah, because that's what made me think of you when I heard about the ice crack. How do they save people when they're stuck out on the ice? Boats?
Uh, Bobsleds. They're sleds and helicopters.
That sounds expensive. I'm sure if you're someone that needs to be rescued, you probably got to pay the bill for that, right?
I'm not sure how that. I'm not. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, I'm sure, especially if a helicopter is involved.
Oh yes. Oh, I know these areas. It's filmed in the Twin Cities and Faribault, Red Wing, and Lake Rebecca.
That's what I figured. Well,
So
I
it's
can't
filmed.
believe you saw the sequel and not the first one.
I think I seen it with my mom, and there's
Well,
something about the sequel.
sorry, I didn't hear that. What was that?
I think I watched it with my mom at one point, and then I laughed so hard at some point, and I rewatched it.
Are you talking about the first one or the second one?
Second one.
But why haven't you seen the first one?
Uh, I don't. I have no answer for you.
Well, I do recommend the first one. It's excellent. The second one was kind of sad because Burgess Meredith died in the movie, so that kind of made it somber. But I definitely recommend the first one.
Okay, maybe we'll have it on the list for movie nights for one of the nights there. I
Now I want
know.
to ask. Go ahead.
I think on New Year's Day there, I won't have much going on. I think we'll start. We'll. I think we'll start with Brave New World since I haven't seen that one. We're doing our dystopian future month.
Well, if you want to head straight to the worst, but there's a lot of good dystopian things to watch.
Well, this is just one I've heard a lot about through various podcasts.
You're talking about that new Star Trek, right?
No, Brave New World is a dystopian future movie. It's a movie.
Oh, is that new Disney cartoon that bombed?
No, it's been out for years.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of along the lines of 1984 and Animal Farm.
All right, I need to look into that.
Yeah,
Well, then that Star Trek is Strange New World.
yeah. Hey, I
Oh,
got a question for you. Have you ever heard of a movie called The Black Stork?
No.
Glenn Beck was talking about that today. I can't remember what he was saying about it, but he said that movie was so horrific there that they burned all the copies, and there's only two left. One's in the university in South Carolina, and one's in the Blaze Media studio or a
Well,
museum.
just a word of warning. I'm looking at Brave New World, the TV series, and it's extremely woke. So there's your warning.
No, no, that's not the one. That's not what I was thinking of. Then
You're thinking of a movie or a TV series?
it's a movie. It's a dystopian
All right, let me
future.
look into it. This is a TV show about a dystopian future, but
I think Greg knows what I'm talking. Greg, do you know which movie I'm thinking of? 'Cause I think he's
1980.
onto something. No, he said Soylent Green is people.
No, that's different. Well, there was a 1980 movie called Brave New World.
That might be it.
Hmm. A man who grew up in a primitive society, educating himself by reading Shakespeare, is allowed to join the futuristic society where his parents are from. However, he cannot adapt to their repressive ways. Does that sound right?
That sounds. Yeah, it sounds like dystopian.
Okay. The Black Stork. Let me take a look at that.
Yeah, it was made in 1917. But it's. I doubt I'd ever come across a copy of it because they burned all the copies of it. because it's so horrific.
Really, I haven't heard about that. I need to keep an eye out for it. It says eugenicist Harry J. Hazelden warns a young couple who are considering marriage that they are ill matched and will produce defective offspring. He is right. Their baby is born defective, dies quickly, and falls into heaven. That does sound a little dark.
Yeah, especially for 1917.
Well, that means it's also a silent movie.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, 1917. Sound was not invented until 26.
Holy crap! Someone got it up on on YouTube there.
Yeah, I was just looking. I think it is out there. It's a
I
little
thought
less than an
he's.
hour.
Oh, it says it's an hour and 30 minutes.
Oh, that's interesting. This Internet Movie Database shows 50 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, that might be
It
something
looks like
actually. Hey, the copyright should be up on that then. I could actually probably post that.
you think, right? Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at it now. No, wait.
Yeah,
I think the one you're talking, the one that's on YouTube, it says that it's a Hindi dubbed movie.
yeah. Nightbird. Is channel Neil Marcus.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks
Okay.
like it might be it though. It's even got running time, so it's got numbers on the screen that shows the running time of it. That looks like it might be it. Yeah, but it's basically about infanticide. So it's about killing a baby. So that's why, yeah, I guess it wasn't well received.
Oh yeah.
Good night, Bird.
Now that we've gotten totally off topic here.
Sorry about that.
No, that's totally fine. It happens.
How much of our Star Trek review today were you able to listen to?
All of it.
Oh, okay. So is F your final score, or was that
No,
your
no,
default?
no. I do that every stream as a joke.
I know. So what's your final score? I don't know if we
I give
heard
it
that.
like a B.
A B?
Yes, B plus.
Then I have to ask, do you think Trelane is a Q?
I think well, they create. Here's the inspiration for Q, and I don't think Q's omniscient. We don't see him using technology, but there's an episode of TNG I could have you watch. There is it's kind of like a courtroom drama episode there, where there's this lady who acts like the devil there, and what it is yeah, is that she could do all these things like make the earthquakes and do this and do that,
By the
But
snap of a finger?
well, pretty much, pretty
Okay.
much. But what it was is she had a ship orbiting the poles where the sensors don't, where like the ship's sensors can't pick up stuff around the poles and all that. That's one of the faults in the sensors.
Right.
And she had sensors in her eyes there, so whichever way her eyes moved, the people in the ship got the signal there to do like to make the earth shake. If she moved her eyes to the left there, that meant that they use like a tractor beam on like a to cause to cause the buildings to shake and all that.
Right. So in other words, she used technology and not magic.
Yeah, I think the Q are along the same lines there, where because if you look at the very first episode there, when Worf pulled the phaser, he Q was scared right away until Picard stopped him, and then he's like, "Oh wait, they're not going to shoot me." So that's when he knew he could screw with them.
But out of all those seasons that TNG was on the air, did they ever explain if he was a god or if he was a living being or did he get his power from a mechanical thing? Did they ever explain any of that?
Nope, that's one of the mis. That's one of
Oh,
those things that fall under the line of some
bad
things are
writing.
left better as a mystery.
Yeah, that's not a
But
good thing.
there was a really good episode there called Tapestry. That's a very serious episode with Q, where Picard gets was on the planet there. He gets nailed with basically he gets a big old hole in his heart there, and Q takes him back in time so that he can relive his life there,
Yeah, I remember that.
and he changes some episode. He changes a few things in his life there, and it turns out if he didn't get like when he got in a fight with a Noskin there, he didn't get stabbed in the heart there. He had to get a mechanical heart. Because of that, he was never promoted to captain. He stayed a junior lieutenant.
Yeah, I remember that episode. I saw it once when it was new.
Yeah.
Didn't they have a
And
guy playing a younger Q who looked nothing like him?
no.
Or was he playing himself at a younger age?
Yeah. And here Euler Greg makes a good point too. Like if the Q are sufficiently advanced, it could maybe seem like magic to a more like all our technology we got now to the ancient Romans, we'd be like gods to them.
Oh no, I agree. What Oleg Greg is referring to, that's an actual statement from I think Isaac Asimov or one of those scientists, Arthur C. Clarke, one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's because it gnaws at me. I don't like the Q character, but I like Trelane. I guess that's where it bothers me.
Yeah. I think he's the one that inspired the Q there. And I think he could have been like a proto Q character. I think that's how Lord Runner explained it too. That he was kind of uh like a proto Q.
Right, but everybody thinks that Gene Roddenberry came up with the idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I never did look into the history of it.
No, no, no. I'll give you like today during Jill's stream. She said, "Yeah, Gene Roddenberry came up with the idea for TNG Encounter at Farpoint." And I said, "Well, who wrote the episode of Squire of Gothos?" And then she said the name. I said, "Well, then that's the person that came up with the idea, not Gene Roddenberry." So that was just another example of Gene Roddenberry appropriating someone else's ideas.
Yeah, and that always happens there. Yes, he said A.C. Clarke, I believe, is the source of the quote.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so too. That's why during our streams, I've kind of gotten away from. I was each week reading inserts from Inside Star Trek, but I don't think Jill likes that, so I've kind of been not doing that.
I
I
don't know.
don't
Some
want
of the
to upset her.
information you have is pretty interesting.
Yeah, but she doesn't like when it mentions things about Gene Roddenberry. She doesn't want to hear it. Today I was just reading. Well, I didn't read on her stream, but I was reading from the book this morning. The part where Gene Roddenberry dumped his wife, and he was bragging about it. His it's when he was cheating on his wife while filming the series.
Mm.
He told one of the guys. He said she doesn't know it, but I'm going to dump her tomorrow. They were at like a party, and the guy was saying, well, she seemed so happy and joyful and everything, and that she had no idea that she was going to be dumped the next day. He sounded like I don't know, like not such a nice person. I'll put it that way.
I seen one of his interviews on him. I was like, "Oh Jesus Christ, this guy!" It makes you look at Star Trek a whole different light with him.
It does, but it's interesting because everybody thinks that he created and thought of everything. It's really sad that all those other people have been forgotten.
Yeah. And Euler Greg says A.C. Clarke's Mysterious World is an interesting series from long ago. I might have to check that out.
A.C. Clarke is excellent. And he wrote not only did he write 2001: A Space Odyssey, but he wrote a really good book called Childhood's End, and they stole that idea for the movie V and the TV series V, and for the movie Independence Day.
Okay.
So, did you watch as part of your Christmas movie watch parties? Did you watch It's a Wonderful Life?
No, 'cause I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming on Christmas or not.
Okay. When was the last time you saw It's a Wonderful Life?
Like 2 years ago.
Okay. I just wanted to tell you that if you watch it, and when you do, Ellen Corby is in it. Did you know that? Do you know who she is?
I'm not good with actors or actresses.
She's Grandma Walton.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Right. There's a scene where George, Jimmy Stewart in the movie, people are making a run to the bank to pull their money out. And Jimmy Stewart asked her, how much money do you have? And she says, $7.50. And then he gives her a kiss. She apparently, apparently she ad-libbed that line, and that's what made him laugh and give her a kiss, but they went in and kept it in the movie anyway. But yeah, she was in it and she was younger. So it shows you she goes way back. Or went way back. Now she's dead, of course.
Oh yeah, she must have has to been dead for years.
Yes. Everybody
Because she
else
was
is
old. She was old in the Waltons.
yes. The rest of them were pretty much unknowns, but yes, she was old. The guy who played the father, Ralph Waite, he actually did a lot of things outside the Waltons. The mother, Michael Learned, I didn't see her in much outside the Waltons, but the father I did. And the girl or woman, I should say, that played Mary Ellen, you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a YouTuber named Dave Sundstrom, and he covers classic TV shows. He actually interviewed her a couple weeks ago on his channel.
Oh, okay.
She looks pretty good for her age. So, because I'm guessing she's probably in about her 50s or so right now, 50s going on 60s.
Uh, no, she has to be older than that because the Waltons was in the 70s.
Yes, it was.
So she'd have to be in her 70s or 80s.
Maybe they showed an old picture. Let me see. They could have showed an old picture. Let me see here.
Yeah, because
Aaron,
well,
Elizabeth, Mary Ellen. There's Judy Norton. She's okay. Got it.
yeah, the only one that could possibly be in their 50s
No, she
or
was born in
60s.
'58. She's born in '58.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she's
she
in her
was 20 something in the show. Yeah, the only one that
Right.
could possibly be in their 50s or 60s would be Elizabeth and Jim Bob.
The
Or
youngest
not
one.
Jim Bob, not Jim Bob. Yeah, Jim Bob. Jim Bob was the youngest son. Those
Well, it
are the
looks
only two
like the
that.
one. Yeah, Mary Ellen. Apparently, she still did other things after it. A lot of TV movies and TV shows, I guess.
Yeah.
You said the youngest ones was Mary Beth, or who was the youngest? Or Aaron?
No, Elizabeth was the youngest. She was
All right.
like 6.
And she was born in. Oh, there's not that much information about her. I guess she didn't really do anything outside the Waltons.
Yeah, maybe the
Yeah, she
parents
was
told
young.
her to stop.
I guess. Did you know that Earl Hamner Jr., the guy who wrote the Waltons and based on him, he was the narrator of the show? Did you know that?
I thought the narrator was Richard something. There
It
that
says here
played
Earl
John
Hamner
Boy.
Jr. Oh
I
no,
thought it was,
no.
I thought that was John Boy that did the narrating at the beginning and the end.
I don't know. It says here Earl Hamner Jr., the narrator, 211 episodes from 72 to 81.
Okay, so I had that wrong then.
Richard Thomas, that's who you're thinking did John Boy voice.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
And oh, that's a wonderful. Have you seen that movie yet? Violent Eye.
Is that the one that has the guy from Stranger Things?
Oh hell, if I know.
Oh, because there's I know there's two or three new Christmas movies about killer Santas out this year, but one of them it has the guy from Stranger Things. I don't like him, so I'm not gonna watch that. But
I
I'll
don't
watch
think
the
it
other
did.
one.
I don't think it
One of
did.
them's
It was
about a robot. What's that?
th- this one was a great one. It was a great movie.
I know one of them is supposed to be about a killer robot Santa.
Nope, that's that's
Yeah.
not this one.
No, the way yeah, Violent Night. That's the one with the guy from Stranger Things as Santa. Did you see
Oh, the
him? Did you see him in Black Widow?
no, I
Did,
haven't
so you
watched
haven't
Black Widow.
well, he's in it, and let me put it this way: he's a beta male cuck. The women, I think they even kicked him in the nuts. They slap him. They make fun of him all through the movie, and he makes men look like pussies. So after watching that movie, I never want to lay eyes on him again. I'll put it that way. You watch that movie with him in it, and it makes you just hate men, which was that was the whole point of them putting him in the movie. And any actor who goes in and plays that kind of role deserves any kind of scorn they get. I don't believe, I know people say, well, you got to divide the actor from the role. No. Only a man with no nuts would take a role like that. So hard pass for me. But I'll watch the other Christmas movies that are out. Oh, and it has John Leguizamo. What do you know? Yeah, he's the one right now who's looking like crap on Twitter because he's complaining about the new Mario movie because they didn't hire him in it.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, there was. Let me see if I can find it. There was another Christmas movie about a killer Santa. That's Oh, that Violent Night just hit the high seas. How do you like that? It must not be doing very well.
Oh, I've heard nothing but good things about it. I
Hmm.
enjoyed it. It had just the right it had just the right amount of gore, but not over the top.
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. I think I got my panel together for my horror streams when I did my last week. I think it was like Sunday or so, something like that. I did a musings from the lab stream, and I had a few people on there, and they like horror movies like I do, the real gory ones. So I think I may have found my
Okay.
panel, and I just need to figure out when to do it.
Yeah.
And I think during the holidays might be a good time because a lot of people aren't streaming, so that'll give me a chance to get some stuff put out there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. At least you got people. I'm just not a big fan of the gore. That's all.
That's totally fine. Yeah, we're gonna start
So
with the Evil Dead.
yeah. And Goler Greg says, yes, he's good in this movie, and everyone I know who saw it enjoyed it. And it's not woke at all.
The other one that I was talking about with the robot killer Santa is called Christmas Bloody Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, and the guy who is in Violent Night, the one I told you is from Stranger Things, was also in that terrible remake of Old Boy, which did not. So basically, his career doesn't do very well outside of Stranger Things. Maybe this Violent Night will be a hit. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, it's Die Hard and Home Alone and True Santa all in the right measure.
Well,
Yeah,
Orla Greg, please enlighten us, Orla Greg. Who does John Leguizamo play? Is he like one of Santa's elves? Because I know he's like a shorter guy, but I don't know if he's going to play an elf.
maybe I'm not sure.
I guess I could look it up, right?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not good with actors' names.
Well, John Leguizamo, I liked him because he was in a few good things. He was okay in Spawn. John Leguizamo plays Scrooge. That's interesting. Beverly D'Angelo is in.
Oh, gotcha, I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, it says here Beverly D'Angelo was in it. My God, after that horrible surgery she had, I don't know if I could stomach watching her anymore.
Well, I think
No
she's the
elves?
mother.
No, that's bullshit. Probably, but no, because she's been. Have you seen her? She's been posting pictures lately on Twitter. She had a facelift and she looks terrible. But Order
Yeah, I
Greg
don't.
says no elf. I want killer elves. What's wrong with that? Or killing elves? One, either one. No elves. That's
They
woke.
weren't at the North Pole.
What do you mean? Where were they then?
Uh, they're at the very rich woman's mansion there, and the guy went to go try to shoot Santa there. There, he scared off the sleigh and the reindeer there, and stranded Santa there. And they come back at the end of the movie
And you're
with
talking
his
about this
back.
Violet Night?
Yes.
Oh, so it has elves, but they're just somewhere else. Is that right?
Well, no, they're all at the North Pole. This doesn't take place at the North Pole.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I don't think they're going to show people killing elves, right?
Yeah. Well, he tried to kill Santa.
No, but I want to see elves getting killed. Come on. I mean, I want to hear about the real thing. And what was that movie? You saw the movie a couple years ago where, who was it? Or was it last year? I think it was last year. It wasn't that long ago where Mel Gibson played Santa. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, basically where he played like Santa, like but if Santa was real. So there's a hitman out trying to kill him. It's not
Okay.
bad. I recommend that if you ever get a chance. Let me see if I can look it up here. I'm sure somebody probably in the chat will probably recognize the name or remember the name before I do.
Yeah. I don't know what
That,
movie that'd be.
that was
There you go. Well, everyone on Santa's naughty list dies.
Fat Man. The one I'm thinking about came out in
Oh,
2020. It's called Fat Man.
that's I gotta watch that still.
It's not bad. That's the one. Yeah, that's one where Mel Gibson as a real life Santa. And if I remember right, the guy, the hitman, went after him. Yeah, the hitman was Walton Goggins, and he is a fantastic actor.
So, alrighty.
You gonna be calling it
Yeah,
quits
it's
here
get.
soon?
Yeah, I try to keep these under an hour,
Cool.
and we're at 48 minutes here.
Are you gonna be ready for Wednesday?
Yeah, I'll watch the episodes tomorrow.
Now you heard we're not gonna do any Trek reviews next week, right?
Right.
Okay, we'll pick it up after the first.
Yeah.
But okay, don't forget, get a short of your Christmas tree.
Yeah, I'll do that here after I get the kid to bed.
Okay, well, I appreciate it, Gorilla. Thanks for having me on for a little while.
Yeah, you want to plug yourself?
Oh, check out my channel, guys. Mondays I do Star Trek the Animated Series reviews with Anna Derivative Jill. And then on Tuesdays you'll catch me on her channel where we cover Star Trek the original series. And on Wednesday, you'll find Gorilla's Random Thoughts and myself. We cover Gilligan's Island. I also randomly have a stream called Musings and Rumblings from the Lab, where it's basically like tonight with Gorilla. It's basically open mic, open topic. Everyone's invited, and I think I'm. By the way, I think I'm 3 subs away from 100. So, does that mean I should have a stream celebrating 100? Do you think I should or no?
Yeah, go for it.
I guess everybody else does, right?
Yeah, I did. I gotta do a 300 persons. I will have a special video coming out here pretty soon. I
Take care,
set the
Older
bar.
Greg.
I set the bar too low. I got to 275 before the ball dropped on New Year's Eve. So I will be singing Barbie Girl in on a karaoke stream for you guys.
What do you need to do for me to get you to sing "It's Raining Men"?
Uh,
I'm just kidding.
what 400 by the end of February.
That's not going to happen. So a good way of saying no.
Well, I'm at 300.
Well, yeah, you never know, and your channel's popular, so I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
I gained let's see, I gained like 20 subs, no, 15 subs today.
So let me ask you a question. Does it seem to you like when you first started out, it was hard to get subs and they were slow coming, but the more subs you got, the faster they start coming in? Is that how it seemed to work?
My subs started popping up when I started doing shorts.
Okay, because I was worried about you do more shorts. So they do get you subs?
Yeah, but they don't necessarily come to the live streams.
Oh, so they just watch the stream and then sub and then I mean they watch
No,
the
they watch
short
your
sub
shorts.
and then get out.
They watch your shorts.
Got it. And then they sub and then don't come back.
Well, they'll sit there and watch your shorts, but they could also be watching and not saying anything in the chat. Also,
Yeah, you're right about that. And at least as long as it helps your statistics or whatever it's called, I guess, right? The bottom line.
your analytics.
That's it. Analytics.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you, Oiler Greg, for coming in with all this information and all that.
Cheers.
Make sure
Yes,
to
over
check out
Greg.
Oiler Greg's. He does spoiler-free reviews of movies. He watches them, so you don't have to. And usually, he'll do mostly recommendations there. Uh,
Nice.
thank you, Birdoprey5, for coming. He does 2 watch parties a week there. Right now, it's Enterprise at Twilight Zone, and I will. And if it wasn't for Bird, I would have never watched Twilight Zone. I'll just put that there. But I'm actually really enjoying the show.
I have to say,
It,
shame on you. You should have watched it without Bird. Recommending it. Twilight Zone is still one of the top shows on TV ever made.
yeah,
But I'm glad
yeah,
somebody convinced you to watch it.
yeah. So, because oh, I missed the chat from Bird. He said ladders across ice from when you're talking about the ice thing. But also, he does his bed live streams on Mondays and Fridays. Always a lot of fun. He has a section called Dear Bop, where if you ever need any anonymous advice, put in a Dear Bop and he'll answer. And I tell you, he'll give you an honest answer. If you just need the, he'll give you his honest opinion.
And he has a hilarious way of reviewing horrible new Trek. I'm looking forward to his Picard season 3 reviews when that comes out.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, I rank the series as Lower Decks, then Prodigy, then Strange New Worlds, then Picard, then Discovery on how I rank them. I did enjoy
Okay.
Strange New Worlds, and I enjoy Prodigy, and Lower Decks is a good laugh to me.
Okay. Thank you, Walter Greg.
Yeah. Make sure to check out LDG hashtag Free the Net. He's been doing his unstrikable streams and all that. But he also has the backstage, which is at
Free the
where
net.
at freethenet.org/underground. If you ever need technical help, need a place to hang out, because he's helped me with a lot of it. Like, for example, I had trouble downloading a picture from Twitter. He goes in there, told me do this, do this, do this. Like another thing is, I like to play SimCity 3000. I couldn't get it to go to full screen. I popped in there and he goes, do this, do this, do this, do this. Boom, we got a full screen, and it's just a fun place to hang out there.
Yes.
And then Kaylee's blog. Thank you. You're brand new to that show. I hope you come back some more.
Nice.
She has one video on there on her channel. Go ahead and check that out
Cool.
there. And that's everybody that I know who showed up. And thank you, Other Greg, for the one for that. Yeah, he said that they come in waves unexpectedly. It's different for everyone.
That makes sense. I appreciate that, Walter Greg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you,
So
and
all
everybody have a
right, you
wonderful
guys
night.
have. Yeah, my next stream will be tomorrow night with we're watching Stranger Things, and then I'll have The Hunt on Thursday for a review. All right, so you
And
guys
then
have a good
Gilligan's
night.
Island, and then
Yeah, and
Gilligan's
Gilligan's
Island
Island.
after that. Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go. Sorry.
that one was already mentioned. So, all right, you guys have a good
Yeah,
night.
never mind.
Remember,
I need to get the
you need to what?
take care. I need to
No,
get
we
the
have it
thumbnails
up.
up for Gilligan's Island tonight.
Yeah. All right. So you guys have a good night. Remember to be a gorilla.